everyone, this is Pioneer John Melandrid, and I want to talk to you today about mosquito repellent. Now, people talk about mosquito repellents or mosquito killers and stuff like that, and I want to kind of break up the misconception here. People think that adding beer, Epsom salt, and a little bit of mouthwash is a repellent. I beg to differ. What it is mosquitoes are attracted to the sweetness of yeast, otherwise CO2. So your breath or anything else mosquitoes are attracted to. They like beer. So do I. Second, the mouthwash only acts as a stabilizer. That's all it does. Okay? Third, what really kills mosquitoes is salt. Anytime they drink any amount of salt, it's going to do this. Now, you can't put general salt on your grass, for instance. So you use Epsom salt. Epsom salt your plants love. Roses love it. Azaleas love it. Any acidic type of plant. But your grass loves it too. It'll green your grass beautifully. So it's not going to hurt anything. This lasts approximately 3 months, and I've tested this before, so I know 100% it works. On the next video, I'm going to show you how to protect your porch and around your house, and it really goes into depth on certain ingredients, but this one is your yard. What happens when you mix Epsom salt, mouthwash, and beer together and spray it all over? Okay? The mosquitoes are attracted to the beer. They drink the little droplets. They get salt. They die. That simple. It sounds funny? I know. And then you're wondering, well, wait a minute. How do they get the salt if it dries up? Well, every time there's dew on the ground, it's going to reactivate that salt because it's on every single blade of grass. Mosquitoes always hang low, if you notice, until you come out. They'll hang low to the ground because they're getting the moisture when they can't get your blood. So it's real simple. Take a pump sprayer, take 4 cups of Epsom salt, dump it in. Then you only use a little bit of mouthwash. I don't care what anybody says. Mouthwash is useless. You know, it's like 1/4 of a cup. And you add that in, and what it is just an alcohol stabilizer. It's like a diffuser. Then, you add 6 beers. Now I've heard people say, oh, it needs to be stale beer. Well, that's because you don't really need the carbonation, so most people like to use stale beer, which is fine. You can actually just dump the carbonated beer. It's a little bit more of a hassle to work with because it's carbonated. It creates foam. This about half and half. I've taken and opened these beers and let them sit for hours so it still has a little bit of carbonation, which is no big deal. I'm using Natural Light because it was cheap. The mouthwash brand, people are always saying, oh, use Listerine or this or this. I don't care what you use. Blue, yellow, clear, red, that doesn't matter. That's only an alcohol stabilizer or diffuser. Gee, there's alcohol in the beer. But in southeast Oklahoma, it's only like 3 point something, so, you know, it takes a lot to get buzzed. But that's all you do. You put it in your pump sprayer. If I can get the lid on, geez. Mix it up, and then just spray. That's all you're doing. It's basically a little bit of beer for an attractant, the Epsom salt to actually hurt or kill the mosquitoes. Repellents, what's that going to do? You do a repellent, and all the mosquitoes fly away from your yard. They're still breeding out there, so instead of getting bit every time I come out my door 100 times, next year it'll be 300 or 400 times. After that, see, it just gets worse. Why do repellents do the actual poison? Something that actually kills them. Now I'm going to spray this all over my front lawn and around my house and through my garden so that the mosquitoes will drink it. Watch my next video. That one's a really good one. It's also on mosquito killer, not repellent. That's very effective and very simple to make at home. It lasts approximately 3 months. This is going to last approximately 3 months, but I'll tell you, if it rains heavy, you got to do it again. It's that simple. I mean, don't sit there and say, oh, it did work. Well, yeah, it rained real heavy. So if you live on, let's say, Washington State, where they get a lot of moisture and stuff, this might not be that effective except in July, August, and September. And the rest of the time of the year, it'd be useless because it rains too much. But I got a trick for that one too, and that'll be on the next video. I'll see you there.